Emotional sobriety. What is it and how do you get it once you're sober? That's what we're going to talk about today. My name is Angela Donnell. I'm a Jay Shetty certified life coach. I'm also a sobriety coach, and I found my sobriety back in 2023. I quickly learned that emotional sobriety is way different than just regular sobriety. And I'm gonna explain this to you today to help you on your journey if you are somebody who is new to sobriety. So we all know what sobriety is. It's simply the act of abstaining from alcohol, drugs, or both. But what's emotional sobriety? So emotional sobriety is learning to live fully, happily, and emotionally sound in your sobriety. See, a lot of us use drugs or alcohol to help us regulate our emotions, deal with our ups and downs. And for the most of us, we've been doing it for years. I know for myself, I started drinking on and off like when I was 16 years old. Everybody was getting into the party phase, and that carried on and on and on. And as I became an adult, I didn't really drink the way I used to, but I found myself a lot of times saying, oh, I really need a drink. It's been a hard day. Or let's go for drinks. We need something fun to do tonight. Or let's do this, let's do that. Everything tended to revolve around alcohol. Now, what happens when we do that? We learn to kind of lose sense of ourselves, and we rely on alcohol to carry us through our life and handle a lot of our emotions for us, but actually we're not handling anything, right? So that's where you learn in sobriety how to actually become emotionally sound. So learning how to regulate your emotions, that's a big one. What do you do when you're super, super upset? Something terrible has happened. In the past, you might have gone for drinks or gone and grabbed a drug, whatever it was for you. But now you are bare, you are yourself, you have nothing but you. So you need to learn how to emotionally regulate, how to calm your nervous system. That's part of emotional sobriety. You are equipped with emotional sobriety when you can handle all of life's ups and downs, even the good times, right? Like how to celebrate without alcohol and how to be fine with that. This takes time, okay? So becoming sober is definitely step one. Emotional sobriety starts when you actually do the work. And there's lots of ways that you can do the work on yourself, but for me, something that I did immediately and I actually started to do a few months before I got sober was carrying a daily journal practice. So every single day, sitting down in the same spot at the same time and writing about what was going on in my life, what I was feeling, what was happening, and what I thought about it, and getting in touch with my emotions. That's a huge part of emotional sobriety, is understanding what you're actually feeling. It's so, so important. I think in the past, I didn't really know what I was feeling. I would get upset, but I didn't take the time to articulate, break down what was happening and why it was causing me to feel like that. And I think a lot of us do that. And so that in itself is an act of emotional sobriety. So journaling is a great way to become emotionally sober. And I would recommend this for anybody. I don't care if you're sober or not. I think it's something that all men and women should do just to be in touch with who they are. I think when you know yourself and you know what you're feeling, you are way better equipped to deal with the other people in your life with way more grace and ease. And you're also able to show up for yourself and just, promote for yourself and make sure that your voice is being heard, right? That's so important. And how do we know how to communicate properly? Journaling can really help with that as well. So that would be my number one tool for learning how to become emotionally sober, is to start journaling. But it's really about taking the time to be with yourself, and meditation is another great way to get in touch with yourself and just start to follow your own intuition. Over time, you will become closer with yourself, and again, you'll know how to show up for yourself. So that is, in a nutshell, what emotional sobriety is. Most people do not have it when they first get sober, so they're white knuckling it. That's the term. They're just doing things to prevent themselves from giving in to drinking. But once you become emotionally sober, you realize that life is way better on the other side, and you don't need alcohol or substances because you know how to operate in a way that makes you feel good. Even on my worst days, I'm still much happier than I was before I was emotionally sober. If you found this helpful, subscribe to my channel. I would love to help you on your sobriety journey.